Hello YouTube, welcome back to 26 Acres Outdoors. Today we're going to be getting our food plots ready. It's June 14th. So we're going to do some spraying. And this is how we do it. We're going to go do 4 locations where we're going to have our soybeans and our brassica plots. So we're just going to go out and spray them, and in 10 days everything should be dead. We might have to do a little extra, but we don't know yet. So this is what we got on the 4-wheeler. We've got the Fimco Industries, the 25-gallon one. I bought the boom separately and the tank and the wand as one package. If you buy them together for whatever reason at Tractor Supply, it's $100 more. I don't know. I bought the tank and the spray unit, and then I bought the boom separately, and it was $100 cheaper than if I bought them together. So if you're trying to save some money, like I always am, I found that would be a good saving, so that's a good tip. So then we just wired it up, just strapped onto the 4-wheeler, and then we got the pump. We've got our pressure gauge, and then I can control if I want the boom or I want the wand. Oh, sorry, that's the pressure, and then that's for the boom. The wand is if you hit the button. And I just wired it up into my battery, got my little on-off switch, and it sprays rather nicely. And so we're going to spray a little over an acre today, almost 2, because I'm adding the brassica plots. I'll go over the seeds and what I got for soybean seeds and the brassica blend when the seeds come in next week and before we get ready to plant. But today's just getting ready. The stuff is a little tall because the brush hog broke, and I had tilled it all earlier in this spring. And now you may ask, why am I doing food plots so late? Well, in the spring and the summer, there's plenty of stuff for the deer to eat. We want to hold them in the winter and the fall. So for as long as we plant by August 1st, when our Plot Master 300 comes in, I cannot wait at the end of the month. We're going to do review after review after that thing. Tills, Cultipacks. We're really stoked about that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use... So I did a spray test first. After I installed the unit, we went with just water, because I know how many... It was like a little over an acre I had to plant. I mean, sorry. It was a little over an acre we have to terminate. So we went with just water, and I went at the speed I was going to be. I went with 12 gallons. Was not enough. And now since we're adding another half an acre, almost 3/4 of an acre of stuff, I'm going to mix 24 gallons. And it's 2 quarts of glyphosate per 12 gallons. But since I ran out a little early, I'm just kind of adding up the math a little bit. Now this glyphosate is from Tractor Supply. It is the same thing as Roundup, but it's $50 less for a 2.5 gallon. 2.5 gallons of this is $49.95, and then 2.5 gallons of the Roundup is $100. The same stuff. This is 41%. The Roundup is 51, but from what they told me, it's the same stuff. So I'm just going to kind of not just step this up a notch. But from what I've read and what everybody says, this is just, you need the 41%. So we should be good. We're going to do 2 quarts per 12 gallons. So putting a total of 1 gallon in here with 24 gallons of water. Maybe a little bit less water, just so we can fit it all. And then, so that's a big savings there, if you ask me. And from what I've been told and what I've researched, is the only difference between Roundup and the Tractor Supply glyphosate is that the Roundup has a browning agent in it. Because if you read the reviews on this, a lot of people go, oh, it took 7-10 days. If you read the back of the bottle, it says 10 days before it terminates. So Roundup, you spray it, next day everything's starting to turn brown. But for extra $50, because of the same thing, the Roundup takes the exact same amount of time. It has the browning agent in it, so you see it get brown, so you think it's dead, but it's really not dead. It still takes 10 to 14 days to kill it down to the root and terminate it. So we're going to follow up on this after we spray, but that is the difference from the research I've done. I don't know if that's fact or not, but that's the research I've done. And if you watch everybody complaining about this one, everybody says read the back of the label. So reviews can take them either way. I find reviews are best when somebody's actually out doing it, kind of like we're doing, so then we can actually see. So we're going to do that. And then the other thing they were adding in which just is super awesome, isn't it, Izzy? I mean, this is Plot Max. And what this is, it's a soil conditioner. It's going to help us get our pH down to the planting of like 7.0. It's where we want our pH, so this way we don't have to lime. I mean, it's not going to get it there, it's going to help. And it also optimizes germination, moisture retention, plant development, can raise the soil pH level, is what we need. And the great part is that this gets added in with our glyphosate. So it's one-shot spray, we kill, and we're treating the soil at the same time. If I had more time and had extra things that I wanted to play with, we would maybe do a section without it and with it. But to me this year, it's very important to get these food plots in, since we're getting to a time crunch. And I really don't want to play games. Maybe next year I'll play games with not using this and then using it. So we're going to fill up, and then we'll go take you out to the spots. We're going to buzz them out real quick. We'll explain real quick what we're going to do to each one, what's going to be where, why, and then we'll check it in 10 days. And our seed should be in next week. And then we'll just be waiting for the plot master. But we can do the brassica plots as long as this stuff is terminated. We can do it without that machine because we're not tilling anything. It'll be a no-till brassica plot. All right, let's get to it, kiddo. All right. So we filled up our sprayer. We've got half the water in there, 12 gallons. So after we got it halfway filled up, 12 gallons of water, now we're going to add our chemical and our Plot Max. And then finish topping it off, mix it up, and then we're going to head out there and do some spraying. Mm-hmm. Ready to go. We're all mixed up. Got a full load, a nice little brown color to it. We're gonna head down there and spray her out. All mixed up, and I think the ride will help mix it up too. All right, we're at food plot 1. We're going to spray up this whole section down around. It's like an L-shaped one. It's going to be soybeans, and we're going to put a strip of brassica mix here and probably along here. So now it's not a windy day. The grass is dry. It's a little wet down the bottom, but it needs to get contact on the leaves so we get a good kill. So there's not a lot of wind. Everything's dry, and hopefully we get a good kill. We don't have to do it again. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, this is going to take over and do some filming and stay out of the way, and then we'll move. That was one other thing I wanted to add. So I'm going to go, I don't have a speedometer on my four-wheeler, but the test I did, you can get it and download an app on your phone. I kind of did that, but I had no way to really hold it. It was kind of a pain in the neck. But go at about 6-7 miles an hour, or whatever you can do. I'm probably going to do 4 or 5 because it's all bumpy. But you just want to go at that speed, and when you do your water test to see how much chemical you have and to make sure your sprayer's not leaking, because when I first put mine on, there was things that weren't tight, it was leaking. So you don't want to fill it with chemicals before you test it, and you don't want to put a bunch of expensive chemicals in and then find out you either have way too much or not enough. So do a dry run on whatever your food plot is, unless you already know the math and how your sprayer sprays with the speed you're going. So mine's dialed in now. I know I kind of got to go what speed I got to go at, depending on what area I'm doing. But make sure you do that first so you don't waste money on chemicals and whatnot.
Here he comes.
food plot 2. That's where our mineral spot is too. He's just gonna go wash your hands and get us another thing of goop, because I forgot to refill it the other day. But we're gonna spray up all up in here. Get us a good kill. All right. All right, we're just gonna do a quick spray in here. We're just gonna plant some brassica right up in here. We got our mock scrape vine over there, deer stand up there. I'm just gonna give this a quick old squirting. All right, so we did the other 3 food plots. This is number 4. I added this the other night. So we're going to spray up this little corner of this field right here. And we're going to plant brassica. And because we're going to put a new stand right up in that tree. See that one tucked back in there? We're going to put one up. I got a 22, I think it's 22 foot high one coming. We're going to clear some of this branches out. We're going to be, that'll tuck us right back in the woods. Put a little brassica right here. And then, you know, a good little spot here, because I know they run this trail, and they pook out. They come up that hill over there. So come rifle season, be a good spot to be tucked up in there. And then for archery, they come out and hit this. So they come up this way, and our scent, usually where the wind blows, it should run our scent down along at the edge of this field. So should be a good spot, but we got a little bit of work to do on this one. So we'll save that for another video, but we're gonna spray up, and that's gonna be it, right?
Yep.
That'll be all the spraying we're gonna do today.
I think that'll cover it. I don't think we're gonna have to do it again.
No, we went through a lot. I don't even know if I have enough to finish this.
And this field will be especially good for a food plot, because then the deer will be crazy, and our house is right up there. I don't know if you can see because of the sun, but the house is up there, so we can see this field from our backyard and from the porch. So this will be a good spot for a plot.
Well, spraying's done, so now the last thing left to do, we actually we used it all, completely empty. So now we're just going to rinse some fresh water through it, get all the chemicals out of our sprayer, and put it away for the next time. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Not that exciting, but this is just step 1 of getting our food plots ready, and we'll revisit this in about 10 days.
Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, like this video, and comment down below if you have any questions about the sprayer or how we do it. And make sure you go check out the rest of our videos.
That's right. Catch you next time.